Yo, what's up, mates? Welcome back. Not sure how many of you were aware, but Usyk is fighting this weekend against Daniel Dubois. And I know this fight didn't get a lot of fanfare and big hype and drama, but it's worth a mention just based on Mr. Usyk fighting. Anyway, it would appear we have an under the radar fight coming up this weekend. Oleksandr Usyk defends his unified world titles against Daniel Dubois. Why is this an under the radar fight? Mainly the heavyweight clashes in Poland. I have nothing against Poland, but they're not known for having big, especially heavyweight fights. But anyway, secondly, Du Bois is not on this level of heavyweight boxing as of yet. He still has some heavyweight boxing development and experience to be gained as far as I see it. He's not quite polished as of yet and still very crude. But due to the current circumstances, actually, you know what? Due to Tyson Fury ducking Usyk and instead fighting an MMA fighter who's also not on this level of heavyweight boxing, Usyk has no other option but to defend his titles against this level of opponent. Straight up though, does Du Bois even stand a chance of beating Usyk? I have to say yes, he does. But it's the good old proverbial puncher's chance. He's young, at 25 years old, appears to be very strong and good size for a heavyweight boxer. But I'm very skeptical of his boxing skills and his ability to be tactical, especially against a tactician such as Usyk. Usyk has proven his worth greatly in the heavyweight division, especially considering he's not a natural born heavyweight, but he's been handling them very well. Peep Usyk versus Joshua 1 or 2 for reference if needed, please. Not a prediction, but I see Usyk out IQing Dubois and boxing him to a unanimous decision. I'm very sure Usyk will box Dubois very carefully, especially in the early rounds. He is big and strong. And once again, that puncher's chance. Usyk taking no chances as he racks up the points in the rounds. If the knockout comes, he'll go for it, but we know Usyk's style. He's looking to outbox you and sting you all night. I feel Dubois will be lost against the crafty southpaw in Usyk. I see Dubois being frustrated to the point of making costly mistakes, which will work to Usyk's advantage greatly. Now, don't get me wrong here, people. I'm not totally counting Daniel Dubois out due to him having a puncher's chance. You know how that goes most of the times, right? If anything, I think this is a great stay busy fight for Usyk until he can get a real big name and big fight that he actually deserves. Dubois does not seem to handle the pain with boxing very well. I remember his fight with Joe Joyce. I believe his left eye was swelling or something. And he took a jab from Joyce on that eye and took a knee and failed to rise to beat the count. Dubois to me appeared to not be affected, seeing that it was a voluntary knee. He's just not interested in getting punched in that eye ever again, I believe. To me, this demonstrates his lack of pain tolerance in the sport of boxing, and also the lack of killer instinct. He took the easy way out on the knee. I'm not saying that he should continue if the eye was indeed damaged to the point of a stoppage, but I guess some boxers has more courage than others. Peep Oscar Valdez versus Emmanuel Navarrete for reference. Valdez was not worried about that eye, and it was 100 billion times worse looking than Dubois. All right. Real short and quick and brief to the point, people. There might be a follow-up to this, depending how the fight goes. But until then, I'm out. Catch you next time. And as usual, thanks for visiting.